everyone. This is kind of weird. Never done a video. We'll see how it goes. Um, Brian asked me to come in and talk about like my faith after high school. But unfortunately I couldn't make it in to talk to you guys in person. So I'm deciding to do a video. So we'll see. Kind of feel like I have a YouTube, but anyways. So Brian's first question is, what are some of the biggest things that I've learned about faith while in college? And the first thing that has come to mind is that it's really easy to let other people or like things on campus like do your faith for you. And I really like freshman year. I'm a sophomore this year, if you don't know me. Freshman year, I came in. First off, back up. I am at Hope College, which is a Christian affiliated college with the Reformed Church. So that's really awesome, and that's part of the reason I came here, which that's a whole different story I could tell you about some other time. Anyways, so Hope has a really awesome campus ministries program, which I'm so grateful for. But freshman year, looking back now, I see that I kind of allowed the resources that they provide to kind of like do my faith for me. Like they have chapels Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings. And so those are like little short 20-minute like worship and short little lesson throughout the day that are really awesome, and I still go to those. But I kind of did that, went to church on Sunday, and that was kind of it for me. I also attended a Bible study occasionally. And so those, like the going to chapel, being in a Bible study, those are all awesome things, but that was it for me. And so I was kind of allowing like everything around me to kind of like do my faith. And so the big thing that I've learned is that you can't let that happen, because following Christ is about a personal relationship with Him. And so now I've found time every morning usually, or at night if I don't get to it in the morning, is I sit with my little tea, cozy, it's cute, I got my twinkle lights up in here, and I open my Bible, and that's my time with God. So my personal time with God. And I've noticed that if I don't do that, my day, it just doesn't feel right. And so no matter where you're going to school, or what you're doing after high school, it's really important to find that personal time with God and develop that personal relationship, because you just can't let the church and campus ministries programs and different Bible studies, whatever it is, like do that for you, because that's not like, it's not a personal relationship, and that's what God wants with us, is to have that personal relationship, but also that communal relationship when we get in groups with other people. So what challenges, this is the second question, what challenges have you encountered while trying to grow your faith? It's been really, this past year I've had a hard time with prayer, and just like finding the words to say to God, and not really knowing and not really feeling connected through prayer with God. But a couple things that I've learned kind of on my own, and I had a ministry class earlier this semester, which was really awesome, is a breath prayer. So like I've learned God knows what's in my heart, and He knows everything I'm about to pray. And so sometimes I do pray like your when you think of prayer, like your normal prayer. But sometimes I often find that my words become empty, and so breath prayer has really helped with letting my heart just connect with God and like taking all the wordiness out of the equation. So breath prayer, I simply like think of a phrase or just a word, and I like inhale, I'll say part of the phrase, exhale, say the rest of the phrase. Like one of my go-to breath prayers is just Father, inhale, I belong to you. Just over and over, and it just like, it's almost like meditative, and that can be kind of controversial, but I've just found, and I've talked to other people about it, and done some research on it, like theological things, anyways, but it's just a really awesome way to just be still, which is so hard for me to do. It's just like slow down and like be here with God, but it's been a really cool way to just be with God in a prayer. So yeah, prayer has been a challenge. That's kind of like how I've come, because it's easy, not easy, but it's easier for me to open my Bible or just read the Bible, go worship, listen to worship songs, like, and do other things in form of worship, like dance is something that's really important to me in that aspect too. But prayer has kind of been always that tricky thing for me. So, yeah. Third question, what was I most unprepared for regarding faith after high school? I guess I was most unprepared, especially because I'm at Hope and there's a lot of other awesome Christian people around me. Is if you go to a Christian high school or you're really involved in like a campus ministries program at another school or university, is that it's really easy to compare yourself to the other people around you who are also like loving Christian people, and that's something I wasn't really like expecting, is because sometimes it almost feels like a who can be the better Christian, which is so not the point of what we believe by following Christ. So that kind of shocked me. And like, so freshman year, for example, I felt horrible if I missed a chapel, didn't go to church on Sunday for some reason, missed Bible study, whatever it is. And while it's important to like do all those things, and go to church on Sunday, I've let that like comparison of like I have to do all these things to be a good Christian, like let that go. It's about you and God, and it's about you loving others. And so if you're comparing yourself to everyone, that just doesn't. What's the word I'm looking for? Anyways, you know what I'm talking about. It doesn't go together. So yeah, and like I talked about earlier, with the first question, I was just really unprepared to like have that personal relationship with God, and like making that my own rather than letting everything else do it for me. Yeah, so I've really grown there as well. So fourth question, have I found a faith community? What was the importance of that, and what are the challenges of that? So, yes, I have. Hope College is great with that. All of my close friends that I've made here are awesome Christian people. And also, I worked at Camp Geneva last summer. So I have a bunch of other people that some also go to Hope College, some don't. So I have lots of people around me that I go to school with and that I work with that are awesome Christian people, and that has been truly important, and that's like a big thing in my life testimony is just that awesome people, awesome loving people have come into my life and guided me and challenged me in my faith that have really helped me strengthen my relationship with God. So that's like the importance of finding that faith community, no matter where you're going to school, what you're doing after high school. Really find those people, and I bet some of those people are all together with you guys in the youth room right now. So hang on to those people for sure, because I still have Lily Johnson. If you know her, we're still best friends, and we went to youth group and everything together. But that's been really important too, is having those people from high school and creating new faith-based relationships to push you even further. And I just talked about some of the challenges of that as well in this like larger faith community at Hope College or at anywhere, is the comparison thing. For sure, when you have a bunch of awesome people around you, it's like easy to get caught up in like, oh, they're doing this and they're doing this ministry and they are doing this fast or this devotional or whatever it is. Like I need to be doing that too. And like it's awesome to like see that and want to do it, but there's a fine line between like having those other people challenge you to do those things and wanting to do them because you want to be like better than them or whatever it is. So just watch out for that as you're getting into faith-based communities, because that is a challenge and something that I've seen. Another thing with that whole thing is not everyone around you who is a Christian is perfect. I'm not perfect. So you will see a lot of, hopefully not, but you probably will, a lot of people who like say one thing, do the other. I've been guilty of that, and that's something I've really been convicted about recently. But that's another thing to look for and watch out for with who you are choosing to spend time with and who are you choosing to, just like associate yourself with. I hope this is all like making sense and is valuable information. I kind of feel like I'm rambling on it a little bit, but anyways, one more question and then I will let you guys go. So what advice would I give to students, you guys, who are going to graduate this year or in the next few years? Number one thing that I've talked about a lot already is just make your faith your own. Carve out time throughout your day, like whether you're a morning person, because that's me, I like to wake up early-ish, not super early, I'm not crazy, but have that 20-30 minutes with God in the Bible, in the Word, reading it, devoting to it, in prayer, breath prayer if that's your thing, or if you can't think of the words, I also say the Lord's Prayer, because that's how Jesus taught us to pray. So really, start now, because I did not do that, and it made it a lot harder going off on my own to college. Is start now, make your faith your own, make that time to spend with God, have that relationship, because that's really what we're all craving. Anyways, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to say advice-wise, but that's it. That's all I got. thank you guys so much for letting me talk to you. I hope some of this was helpful. I don't know if it is. But yeah, anyways, I hope to see you all soon. I'll be in Rockford for a few weeks in May. And hopefully I will be at church. Anyways, say hi if you see me. Bye.